Alright. Um, Let me talk about the basic right angle triangle and the terminology just to make sure you and I on the same page. Okay. Um, a right angle triangle always has 90-degree. Do that little square back because it's here. It's 90-degree right angle or square. That's why it look like a square. And that's what the construction guys, that's what they do, what they measure. Make sure your wall and your floor is square. That means, and make sure it's right angle. You don't want your wall to be out of shape. You want your wall to be straight and your floor to be straight. So it's 90-degree angle. Now, so that's your 90-degree, 60, 30. Okay? And 30 from 90-degree, the shortest light compared to the longest light, not the longest, just long light or longer. The short light is called short leg or short side or short light. Then you have the long leg, long side or long light. And then you have hypotenuse, which is the third side opposite or across from 90-degree. Okay? And remember, the hypotenuse is always going to be the longest light. Okay? Don't think of your long light like your medium light. It will always be shorter than hypotenuse. And I'll tell you why. Your short light is represented by A. So what if I did 2? Being your short side light. Okay? Now if you look at this formula, 2A, that means 2 times A, which means it's double of your short leg. Therefore, the value of short leg is A equals 2. Therefore, over here will be 2 times 2 equals 4. Okay? And over here, I mean A, which is 2. Okay. Let me make it a little bit clearer. No, let me make a new one. A equals 2, therefore over here we will have let me fix that. Okay, so now you will have it will be 2 times the square root of 3. The breakout your calculator. Okay. Now if I look at my calculator, there's a little check mark thing. That means square root. So let's type in 3 square root. And you know that the value is 1.73. I'm allowed it. You know that 1.73 is less than the hypotenuse, which is 2, a double of your A. That's why your hypotenuse is the longest length. And then here, it's 2 times 1.72. Okay. Equal 1.7, let's multiply here, times 2 equal, so it's kind of like 3.464. Okay, let's try another example. So let's say modify put equal 3. Okay, A equals 3. So over here, the formula is 2 times 3 equals 6. Or you can make it A times 2, which means A is 3 times double equals 6. Okay, and so here, what's your A value right here? 3, because it's right here, A equals 3. So 3 times what's the square root of 3? So type it 3 square root, hit that button. I'm about to round it up 1.73, but I'm not going to change the calculator. So I'm going to go ahead and take that amount, multiply by 3. You got this, A equals 3 equal, oh, whoop, I'll be trying. 3, let's pay attention to this part. 3, the square root of 3. So I type it 3 square root and then multiply by the A value, multiply by 3 equal. So the answer is like 5.196. Okay. That's the basic. Okay. So I take a look at your homework, and I cannot do just one step. I have to show you more because each of your assignments is a bit tricky. So let me start with number 3. So you got 8. And let me clear this up. Alright. So let's focus on this. Remember, this part here is your hypotenuse. So that means your 8 is a result of multiply a 2 times A. So you want to do a backward calculation or rewrite. So to find the short leg, how do we find the A? Now remember, you multiply the A times 2 because hypotenuse is double of your short leg. Therefore, to rewrite it, you divide by 2. You do the rewrite. So what is 8 divided by 2 equal 4. So that's your A. The words are short leg over here. That's actually that one here. So that becomes 4. Now a little too big. So now you got 4. And then your log leg. What's the formula for your log leg? A times square root of 3. So that means let's do the square root of 3. Already David in my memory. I was just remember press 3 and then press square root and then you multiply by 4 because your short leg it's just your value a times square root of 3. So therefore it'll be 4 times square root of 3. So I did the square root of 3 first, multiply 4 equal, and that's your answer, which is 6.928 for short. Okay? Alright. So let's look at number 6. The number 6. Let me think back. It's shorted it. Oh, that's better. Alright. So this part here, well, you got 9. That's your, remember your right angle, that's your short leg, which means that's your variable A. You can replace A with X. You could say 2 times X, X times square root of 3. I don't care what kind of variable letter you use, it's arbitrary. But for my example, we will stick with A and we will make adjustment to your homework. Okay? So now you got the 9 for your short leg, so we're good. So let's look at hypotenuse, which is double 2 times A. So let's look at hypotenuse, 9 times 2. 9 is double, which is 18. So let's put 18. And then your log leg is A times square root of 3. Does that mean in your case it'll be 9 for the short leg times square root of 3. Okay, so again 3 square root and then multiply by 9 equal. So now you got 50.588. Or you can round it to 50.6 or 59 or 15.6, depending on how many digits you want to round up to. So either way it's fine. Okay? And then let's go to number 2. So you got 7 for your log leg. It's going to be a little tricky. And you have to reverse. Because 7 is part of your log leg. So that means that's a tricky one. I'll come back to it. let's hold it off. Oh no, that's easy. Because David is the result of multiply the square root, which was 1.73 etc. times the a. So you have to rewrite it. So you want it so okay. So right now let me change it to drawing. It's about your mouth, which looks like a pen. A little bit that good. Okay. And there we got let's see, a time square root of 3 equals 7. So we need to take 7 divided by square root to give you the a. So 7 divided by square root 3 equals a. Alright, so let's pull up the calculator. So let's already save my square root into my memory. What I did is 3 square root. Then I click on emit. If I want to save it. Okay. Then so let's follow this formula. So we can type in 7 divided by, and I will recall the saved number equal, that's your answer right here, which is okay. Point 441. Okay. So I'm going to type the answer 4.241. Oh, that's it for your A. Okay. So we just rewrite the formula by dividing. Okay. Then to find the hypotenuse, it's to multiply by 2 because it's 2 times the truth 90. So it's gonna be roughly 8.28. Oh. You notice it's 8.82, but the 9 do I have to round it up to 3. 8.83. That should be your answer for that. Okay. That go to your hypertension. That can't be right. Okay. Now, this is going to be tricky. Let me clear it out. Alright. Now we've got 4 to the square root of 3 or the hypotenuse, which is over here. The way I thought with another tricky, if I can find it. Alright, I just found a exact match. Okay, and if this is the hypotenuse, so basically, if you look at this formula, remember, hypotenuse is double of your short leg. Okay, so, and if you look at the answer down here, apparently you take 4, that part, which is actually the formula for 2. So that means your 4, you have it, or you divide it by 2 to give you the A. That's giving you 2 to the square root of 3 for your homework. So here, this is your short leg. It's now going to be so that's your answer for A. Now, how are you going to start the log leg? Which you have the formula of A times square root of 3. That was tricky for me. So here's what I found and how to do it. Okay. Basically the way this one works is let me solve it right here. Okay. Whoop, dog. I muted the pen mouth. Alright. I'm clicking the brush. Okay. It's because let's look at it a little different way. I'm gonna put a parenthesis to separate it. You gotta square root of 3 multiply another square root of 3. And I'm gonna put a parenthesis. So the way this works is 3 times 3 equal 9. Okay. Then take your calculator and type in time 9 square root, and that'll give you 3. Then let me, there's one more step. You have to take 2 multiply the answer, and let me write it off over here. Okay. 2 times, oh wait, let me go back. Remember, 9, the square root of 9 is 3. So let me write 3, which means 2 times 3 equals 6. So that's the answer for your nog nike. Okay, so you've got the originally we thought of it 4 times square root of 3, and we should basically have the 4 part, because your hypotenuse is 2a, and then your just like it's half of hypotenuse. I hope that makes sense. So and let me draw another line so I can keep things separated. Okay. Now this right here, that's a little tricky. You got a very tough homework. Even I have a hard time with it, but I'm trying to help you. Let me go back. Let me pause it for 1 second. I think I can pause the demon. Oh. So let me take a look at number 4. This is good. I just noticed something. Good. Remember, let's go back to number 1. Remember what happened? The 4. It's a hypotenuse, which is double on your short leg. So this one here in the same as the short leg. So really that's your answer right here. And we've already solved it because we know the hypotenuse is double. But that means you're a 2 part. We double that to make it 4 times square root of 3. That's your answer for over here. So let me, whoop. Let me copy that. Whoop. A bubbling. A die. Alrighty, and let me put that over here. And that's your answer for your hypotenuse. And then now we got your log leg, which is because we have to take 2 times 3 and multiply another. Oh, I got it. That part. Now, this is your A. If you're looking at this, that's your A. Your short leg. The whole thing multiply square root of 3 based on this formula. So let me see if I can make it more clear. Alright, let me copy this. And let me put them it. That will help make it easier to understand how we multiply the log leg. So right now this is your short leg. 2 times square root of 3. So A equal 2 times square root of 3. So let's plug it into A. And I'm just to make it easier by copy this part, put it here, and I'm going to plug it, and then so it 2 components, and let me further copy that, and let me break it out. That's how you do it. It's 2 times square root of 3 times square root of 3. So now we're going to change it another way. I think if I remember, I think it's called the associated property of math. And you can rewrite it like this. You could say 2 versus it, and let's grab the That's a new formula. It's a tune time. But let's look at the predicate. So now you've got square root of 3 times square root of 3 equals 9. Remember? Right here. Same thing. And I just went through that for your number 1. Same process. Came up with the 9. And then 9 square root is 3. So we got 2 times 3 equals 6. So that's your answer for your log like. So number 4 and number 1 about the same, the different sides to work with. Okay. And then the last one gonna be a little rough. So let's look at it. This is your log like. So that's right here. Okay. I'm gonna stop for now, and I will make another short video for number 5 that I need to figure out. Okay? So that's a little tough math even for me. So I hope it helps you understand. So I'm gonna stop for now, okay?